Hi everyone and welcome to our channel. We're living mostly off-grid in northern Idaho, and it's been more than 2 years since we started using our solar system. In this video, I would like to show you the entire solar system we have and explain some details of it. When we started considering a solar system, we could not find good simple answers on the internet, and this video is for someone who are just considering and wants to understand whether it's worth it or not. Of course, the first question that everyone asks is how much it costs and whether it gets enough electricity. We had the same questions a few years ago, and now we can help you with some of your answers. So what the system is made up of. First part is solar panels. This is, of course, the most visible thing. And for most of you, they would be on the roof of your house. Our solar panels are placed strategically at a specific angle to maximize sunlight exposure. We could not install them on our roof because the roof is just too small. So we placed them separately on the rack system. We have 18 panels, 255 watts each. So that's about 4.5 kilowatt of power. We have ordered panels from a local company, Suntech, and we paid about $200 for each panel. So the total cost is $4,000 with delivery. Also, the rack system to support the panels, we found locally and bought used and paid about $1,000 for all the pipes and hardware, and that was in 2021. So the next thing is wire. From these panels we have a copper cable running underground, and it consists of 3 cables, each 300 feet long. These cables are routed into our solar shed. It's over there. And so we have solar sheds specifically for the solar equipment. The wires surprisingly cost as much as the panels. It's about $4,000 because copper wire is expensive and we need a long one. So the wire goes to solar shed. It's a separate structure where we're keeping all the rest of the solar equipment. We purposely placed it there separately, not in the cabin, to free up space in the cabin. In most of your cases, the equipment can be installed right in your home or garage. For the first 2 years, we lived in a small shed and used electricity just a bit, and this system was okay for us back then. We could not spend on a new system, so we bought the old system as a kit from the market and with all the instructions. So the whole system with batteries cost us about $3,000. The old system, which we had from 2021 to 2023, included 2 forklift batteries and Apollo solar battery charger and inverter. The Apollo solar system, it was manufactured in USA, but for some reason the company went out of business and we could not find parts or support for maintenance, and it was a problem. So this was the first reason we had to upgrade the system. And the second reason is batteries. Forklift batteries are extremely heavy and high maintenance. We had to constantly check the water level, electrolyte, gravity, and so on. We could not leave them unattended for more than a few weeks. So all these points made us think about the new system and upgrade. Also, in 2022, we collected enough money to bring in grid power from the local electrical company. The grid power would serve us as a backup to solar and supplement 2 houses on the property that we were planning to build. Our solar system alone would not support both houses. Currently, though, we're living in one of these houses. So in 2023, we started researching about how to upgrade the system. And after consultation with our electrician, we decided to get inverter brand name EG4. It's the 18 kilowatt inverter, and it can manage both solar and grid electricity. The inverter is actually a hybrid, which is also a switch to toggle between solar and grid power. And this is how it looks with the panel. And the lower down is the battery. It's also EG4 brand, and the capacity is about 5 kilowatt nominal capacity. The battery has 7,000 cycles to charge and 10-year warranty as well, which is good. This type of inverter can generate electricity from solar panels and send excess back to the grid, which is earning us credits and some money for unused energy. The main idea of this hybrid inverter was to have possibility to sell electricity that we don't use, because we're still living in a small cabin. We don't use much, and get a credit from the electrical company. And in winter months, when it's not so much sun, we would use up those credits and use the grid power. So this is the meter. This is the meter base from the electrical company. And when the electrician installed our solar system, it also connected it to this meter. Then the electrical company came on and replaced the meter to the one that can support switch back to the grid, meter back to the grid. The pushback of solar power to the grid is called net metering. And it's in our agreement with the electrical company to be able to sell the electricity back from the solar power we produce. Currently, we've used the solar system, the new solar system, for about 7 months, and already we've contributed about 1 gigabyte of electricity back to the grid. This surplus is credited to our account. And essentially for the 7 month we have not been paying for electricity. Instead, we're accumulating credits. Now let's break down the cost of the entire system. We started with the initial investment in the solar panels, followed by the cost of cables, installation of the solar shed, the purchase of new inverter, battery, and backup generator. For those of you considering installing a new solar system, the basic setup, it could be lower. If you don't need as many panels, you can install 5 or 6 panels and about 5 kilowatt battery. That would total about $5,000 or $6,000 in total. But it's essential to include a backup generator. Our generator, we got it from Honda. It's quiet but gasoline, and costs about $700. So this would be on top of your system installation. The new system cost us about $10,000 to install, and it includes the work of the electrician and all the permit. We received $3,000 back from this cost via federal tax credit, so the net we paid is $7,000. For future upgrades, we still have space on our rack to install more panels and produce more electricity. At the moment, we don't need that extra electricity. We have enough credits, and this is how the portal looks on the inverter. It can also be managed remotely. And if you consider the option where you don't have opportunity to access regular electricity, in this case, installing a solar system is your only option. And I can tell you, it works. A solar system can completely provide your home with solar energy. And we're using all the tools, all the equipment in the house. Like we use microwave and the fridge and washer and dryer and all the computer equipment, not to mention the lights. You can install basic system and then upgrade it later when you're more used to it and you have more needs in electricity. I hope this video was helpful, and please leave comments if you have any questions. Otherwise, thank you for watching.